What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aquarius sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of January 20th and February 18th, then you are an Aquarius sun sign, and this reading is for you. 2018 is here. Oh my goodness, what a year this last one was. It was crazy. Okay, all I can say about it, it was crazy. But we're on the threshold of a new year, and I wanted to show my appreciation to you because you guys have been so supportive this last year. You've really helped this channel to grow, and you supported, and I really appreciate all your likes, your comments, and your shares on my videos. So I wanted to give back to you guys, and I'm going to do that today in the form of a year ahead spread. This spread is going to break down the energies of each month and give you a rough idea of what to expect in the upcoming year. Now remember, this is a general overall reading for all Aquarians, but if you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then I'm willing to do a reading for you. And this is not up on my Etsy channel, but if you send me an email, my link is in the description below, we can do one for you. I'll ask $40 through PayPal, and your reading will be a little bit more in depth than this one. Well, a lot more in depth since I'm tapping into your energy. So if you want that, just send me an email and we can work something out. All right, so I've already done the cards, and let's get right on into it. And the first thing we're going to look at is the energies of January. I almost said December. No, of January. And that is this card here. Let's see what we've got. We've got the Fool. Alright, Aquarians, it looks like you guys are going to get off to a wicked start this January. The start of this year is going to be launching off like a rocket ship. The Fool card is number 0. It's the first card in the deck, and it's the card of taking chances, starting something new, going on a new adventure, and that's the feeling I'm getting. I think that January is going to be a time for a lot of you to just look at this new year as a new opportunity, something to use as a jumping off point to start something that you haven't done before. And this could signal a new job, this could signal a vacation, possibly a new hobby, or maybe, you know, spending time with a new group of friends. Whatever, you know, takes courage, whatever takes throwing caution into the wind. I think that's something that's going to be kind of your focus in January. So new energy coming in January is the feeling I'm getting for a lot of Aquarians. And this is a very hopeful card. It signals that you're willing to try something new. You're willing to throw caution into the wind. And you know, as far as I know, that's what Aquarians do. Okay, so January looks pretty adventurous for you guys. Now we'll move on to February, and we've got the 5 of Swords. I hate to say this, but I do feel as though February is going to be a little bit of a disappointment for some of you. And not disappointment in that, you know, whatever you started in January failed, but I think that you're going to be your own worst enemy in February, and your own ego mind is going to self-sabotage you in some way. Things might be going just great for you in February, but for some reason you will listen to your negative ego mind, and your negative ego mind tells you that something's not going well. You know, people are trying to bring you down, right? The ego mind will say anything to bring you down. That's just what it does. And that's the feeling that I'm getting from February, is that's likely to occur in a lot of your lives, and it's just self-sabotage. And the way through that, of course, is to realize that your ego mind is lying to you. Your ego mind is trying to sabotage you, and just not, you know, ignoring your ego mind, because if you didn't have your ego mind, you would be dead right now. But putting it in its place. It has a place, and that place is to tell you when you're hungry, and don't go over there, there's bears. That's what your ego mind should be telling you. Don't step into that pit of vipers. That's what your ego mind is for. It's not supposed to tell you what to think about your hopes and your dreams. Okay, so that's February. Now let's move on to March and see what the energies of March are. We've got the Empress. Oh, by the way, this is the Llewellyn Tarot. I forgot to mention that. And we'll also be looking at 2 oracle cards. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. The Empress. Oh, it looks like in March you're going to work through those issues. You're going to, you know, put the ego mind in its place. And March seems to be a very abundant month. I think you're going to see a lot of love in your life in March. I think you're going to see a lot of wealth in your life. Your friends are gonna be surrounding you. You know, when I see this card, and the way I feel about this card right now is that you're just gonna be surrounded by light and love and energy of positivity. So March seems like it's going to be a very happy time. Well, at least it should be. You know, you should be grateful for all these things. A lot of the time people have these things and they're not grateful. You know, think of like the richest people in the world. They have all the abundance, but they're still not happy. So this is not necessarily to say that you will be happy, but you have all the reason to be happy. It'll be staring at you in the face. You're going to have abundance. Things are going to be going well. You know, your job's going to be going great. You might even get a raise, or maybe you might switch jobs and upgrade. Maybe you save money somehow, or you know, maybe a new love comes into your life. All sorts of things. Abundance comes to us in so many different forms, and it's hard to say in a general reading what specific way this love and abundance will come, but it will come in March is the feeling I'm getting. So be sure that you're grateful. Show gratitude for that, so that you can keep that going, keep it moving. All right, let's move on over to see what April's got in store for us, and we've got the Judgment card. Oh, the words that are flashing in front of my face right now is wake up call. I think April is going to be some sort of wake up call. And, you know, this isn't the Tower card, so it's not going to be some negative, terrible event that's going to wake you up. But I get the feeling that you're going to be roused from a slumber. Metaphorically speaking, you're going to say, you know what, I've realized that I've been doing something my whole life in a certain way, and maybe that's not the way I should be doing it, okay? That's the sort of energy that I'm talking about when I say wake up call. So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this card, is that April, January, February, March, April is going to be, something is going to change inside of you, and you're going to see the truth, and you're going to say, oh, I didn't know that, and hopefully, you know, that knowledge is going to help you to expand and grow. So another positive thing, you know, waking up can be painful sometimes. You know, you're groggy, you feel weird, you don't know where you are, it's cold outside, you don't want to get out of bed. But you gotta wake up. You just have to, and that's kind of possibly what it might feel like in April, where you're just like kind of confused and disoriented, like what's going on. But I promise you that once you wake up to whatever this is, your life will improve. It'll be an opportunity to expand and grow. All right, so that's April. Interesting month. What's after April is May, and for May we've got the Four of Pentacles. All right, the predominant energy in May is money, and that's kind of the theme of May, is that there might be a focus on money. There's a focus on hoarding it, there's a focus on making it, there's a focus on keeping it, and personally I think this is probably not such a good thing, just to be so focused on money. And you know, the Four of Pentacles, as you see here, kind of implies that you're holding on too tightly to it. You're not willing to let it go. You're not willing to give. You're not willing to spend on yourself. You just want to hoard it as much as possible so that you feel safe and feel secure. But as we all know, these are not real feelings. This isn't real safety or real security. It's paper. And in today's modern world, it's not even paper. It's a number on an ATM machine screen. So it's not real safety. It's not real security. So if you do feel yourself going off in this direction come May, then be sure that you realize and you understand it for what it is. This is a divergence from where you're supposed to be headed. And let's get away from that if possible. Let's get more balanced. Realize that money is important. You need it. You have to have it. It does bring some level of safety and security, but at the same time, it's not something to be worshipped. It's not something to be coveted. It's not something to be hoarded. It's something that it's an energy tool that you need to use in order to get the benefits of. So don't hoard money in May if you can avoid it. After May comes June, and in June we've got the Page of Cups. I'm getting the feeling here that June, you're going to do something foolish, okay? And again, this is a general reading. I can't say exactly what, but it's going to stem from the emotions. The Page of Cups is, you know, it's a person who kind of just flies off the handle, does what their emotions are telling them to do in the moment. They don't really think things through. They don't question whether or not they should behave in such a way. They're just like, oh, my emotions are making me feel this way. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do something, right? So if you think like a bar fight, that's a perfect example of a Page of Cups. An emotional reaction to something that didn't need violence, right? You know what I mean? So I can't tell you what it is. Just be sure that you're in charge of your emotions in June. Is this June? Yeah, June. Summer's in the summertime, beginning of summer, unless you're in the southern hemispheres, of course. Be on the lookout for that, just in case. Be in charge of your emotions and try not to react in a volatile way. Almost made up a word there. I probably should have. Okay, don't react in a volatile way just because you feel extreme emotion. It's gonna probably work against you. If anything's worth doing, it's worth taking 10 seconds to think about. Right? I think so. So remember that in June, and perhaps you can avoid some pitfalls. All right, July. What's in store for July? We've got the Six of Swords. Travel, movement. July seems like a time that a lot of you are going to be feeling a little stir crazy and you want to get out of the house, maybe get out of your city, maybe get out of your state or your country and just go explore and go see things and try to get a new perspective, maybe see different cultures, maybe meet different people and interact with different kinds of people. And I think there's going to be an urge for that in July. So if you're going to plan a vacation for this year, July seems like the time to do it because the energies are going to be right, that you're going to be feeling that way, and it's going to be perfect and just in time for the warm weather. Again, if you're in the northern hemisphere, if you want to go skiing, you can go travel to the southern hemisphere. It's up to you, of course, how you want to spend your vacation. But yeah, I'm getting the feeling of vacation, I'm getting the feeling of travel, I'm getting the feeling of just moving and interacting with different people. So that's going to be cool. July seems like a time to maybe unwind, relax a little bit, but at the same time, use your vacation wisely. Don't just spend it all the time on the beach sipping Mai Tais. Get out there and explore new cultures, see new places, take in new energies, and see how that affects you. All right, next we're going to look at August. And for August, we've got the Eight of Swords. It's that post-vacation depression, huh? August seems like a time where we're going to go back to the energies of February. We're going to go back to the ego mind kind of dictating things and controlling a little bit. Only this time it feels a little bit more extreme. This time it feels like those negative ego thoughts that you listened to in February are really amplifying, and now they're really taking root, and now they're kind of impeding your progress. They're stopping you from doing what you want to do. And again, this is just your own fault. This is your own ego. It's your own mind preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. And I can't say why so many of our ego minds are trying to hold us back. Well, I do know why. It's because of fear. The ego mind is full of fear, and it worries about expansion. It worries, if things change, things aren't going to be the same. And so I think that's probably a large reason for this is fear of change, just fear in general, fear of all sorts of different things. So be sure in August that you turn off that ego mind as much as you possibly can. Again, if you're going to step in a pit of vipers, maybe say, ego mind, should I do this? But otherwise, there's no reason for it. There's no reason to listen to it. And I think that's going to be important for you to understand in August. Stop listening to your ego mind so much. It's self-sabotaging. It's reckless. And you don't need it. You don't want it. All right, so that was August. Let's move into September. See what September has in store for all my Aquarian friends. We've got the Eight of Cups. Oh, I'm getting this could be as a result of those ego thoughts occurring in August, but in September I get the feeling that there's going to be a desire for you to just make a big change. And not like a big change, but like in your life. I mean like an emotional change. Like, I'm done feeling a certain way. I want to feel good again. And I think that's what's going to happen in September. And I'm getting a hint of loneliness from this card. Like, you're going to feel alone, like you want something to change. Like, I don't like the way this is heading, and I need to do something differently. And this is a very positive thing. This is you taking control of your life. This is you saying, no more ego mind. I'm following my emotions now. and that's important. And of course, you can follow your emotions too much. Extremes of anything are bad. We want balance, but this is a step in the right direction, considering the energies of September, or of August, which were kind of holding you back ego-wise. So now stepping more into the emotional space, I think is going to be a very good thing for you. So September seems like a positive month where you may feel alone, you may feel tired, and maybe even sad or depressed, but it's going to be the catalyst for change in your life, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's a change that you decide to make. So good job on that, as if it already happened. All right, next let's check out October. In October, we've got the Seven of Wands. I'm feeling, though, that whatever change you made in September, in October is going to be a time for you to kind of solidify it, to defend it against others. And I don't mean like other people are going to attack you, but I mean maybe other people will question the energies that you've chosen to pursue in October. Maybe other people will judge you. Maybe you have to put in work that will seem like a battle in order to solidify these things. So struggle is kind of the feeling of October, but not like horrible struggle. This is struggle, just the day-to-day struggles that we have to do to cement our dreams, and bring us closer to our dreams. And that's seems like the month of October is going to be time for you to really buckle down and put some work in towards solidifying those things, the changes that you desire to make in September. And people might not understand it, and that's okay. Yes, the energy here is one of defense, is one of showing people why you did the thing that you did, or that made the change that you made. But don't care so much about what they think, I mean, that's easy to say, obviously, but it's also easy to do. And it's just being secure in yourself and believing in yourself, and just kind of removing yourself from outside society a little bit, so that they don't have so much influence on your life. So that's my little advice for October. Okay. All right, let's move into the energies of November, and we have Strength. Haven't had too many major arcana. This is the fourth one, so I guess there's some. But the Strength card in November. I think the trials and tribulations that you're going to experience in September and October are going to bring real strength to you in November. And November is going to be a month for you to just zero in on everything that you want to accomplish. You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel powerful. You're going to feel motivated to get things done, that nothing's going to stop you. November is going to be the month for you to make huge strides towards what you want to accomplish, because the energy behind you is one of confidence and security and self realization, and just being so secure with yourself and what you're trying to do that that nothing's going to stop you, because if anything comes in your way, you have the strength to overcome. This, and that's going to be November. And November is going to be a very powerful month for you, Aquarians, and I hope that you really try to get as much accomplished in November as you can, while this energy of strength is behind you. Very good month in November. All right, last month, December, almost 12 months from now, we have the Wheel, Major Arcana, beautiful. And the wheel keeps on turning. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. That's just I heard that song recently. Anyway, the wheel is about change, and it's about new things coming in. And I feel as though December is going to be, a whirlwind of a month. A lot of different things are going to happen. And this is a general reading, like I said, so I can't be specific as to what that will be. But December seems like a lot of things are going to be happening. It's going to feel like a big change is on the horizon, and things are moving quickly. And towards what direction, I don't know, because there's no more cards. That is the year, so I can't say which way it's going to turn. It'll just have to be a surprise, I guess. You know what I mean? Next December should be a nice surprise, sort of like a present. What a great time for a present, December. All right, so that's the energy of December. I wish I could tell you which direction that wheel is turning and where it's going to take you, but I'm sure it's going to be somewhere lovely. Okay. Cool, so that is all the months. Let me just review here January is going to be a time for new exploration, new expansion, new things coming in. But you are going to hit that roadblock in February, so be sure that you are making sure that the ego mind is not in control. You don't want the ego mind to be in control, especially in February, because it's going to be a little bit self-sabotaging. But you're going to feel great again in March, and the new energies of abundance are going to come in, and you're going to feel very well supported by the universe, by your family, by your friends. So that's going to be good. But then come April, there's going to be a wake-up call, and you're gonna, a light bulb is going to switch somewhere, and you're going to make a realization that's going to change your life. And this is a realization that it might be an event that turns this light bulb on, and that is beyond your control. It's just spirit saying, okay, time to wake up. So that's going to be cool in April. And but it's going to lead to, in May, it's going to lead to some energy of lack, some energy of fear, of holding on too tightly. So, whenever... I think that's natural. We have a new understanding, and our first reaction is kind of fear, or not necessarily fear, but kind of resistance. And so I feel as though that's a little bit of resistance to the wake up. And then in June, I think there's going to be a little bit more resistance, and you're going to start to feel a little bit more emotional. And I just caution you against acting out emotionally, so that you prevent, doing something that you regret. But July is going to be time for you to travel, to go out there and explore and see the world, or see your country, or whatever you want to see. So book your vacations then, and July is going to be a great opportunity for that. But then we're going to move into an area here of, kind of more ego problems, more self-sabotaging, self-limiting beliefs that are going to kind of help dictate your reality a little bit. But I do see you getting fed up with that in September, and trying to move away from that. So that's good. But it's going to come with some challenges in October. But don't worry, these are just challenges that we all go through. They're just minor challenges, and you're going to grow because of them. And you're going to find your strength, and you're going to find the power within you. So these challenges are actually pretty positive, because it's going to lead to strength. It's going to lead to understanding yourself and having more self-confidence. And then December is going to bring more new energy. It's going to be a whirlwind of energy. So, hold on, strap in for that, and we'll see where that leads us. Cool. Very good, Aquarius friends. Now, this card here, I asked it, what is the spiritual theme for Aquarius sun signs in 2018? So this is going to be the spiritual theme for you guys. We've got Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Okay, to me this is about expansion. This is about loving yourself, believing in yourself, and immediately I go to the Strength card. I think these two cards are deeply connected, and it's about trusting yourself. It's about believing in yourself, and not just your ego self, but also your higher self, your spiritual self, your soul self. And it's about making that connection, fostering that connection with the higher part of you that is not on earth in the physical form, but is here on earth with you in the energetic form. And I think that's the kind of the lesson that Master Buddha brings to us. It's about expanding our awareness, expanding our scope of what is possible and what is real. And I think that's going to be a theme for you in this coming year. And if you feel compelled to work with Buddha, by all means, I think that's going to be a keeper of the light that will definitely help you to expand and to grow as a person and as a spiritual being. So look out for Master Buddha. If he appears to you in meditation or whatever, there is a message there, and he wants to help. All right, the last card here from the Nature's Whispers Oracle, I asked it, what is the message for 2018 for Aquarius sun signs? The biggest message that they need to know, and we've got to be true to your heart. The message here I'm getting is that, in this everyday 3D life on Earth, we have so many distractions. There's so many things going on all around us. It's impossible, or seemingly impossible, to really stay connected to the emotions, to the heart. But it's not. And in order to do that, you have to be dedicated. You have to set that intention. You have to connect with your heart. And your heart is not just a muscle in your body that sends blood throughout your veins. It's also the center of who you are. We're taught that the brain is our center, but that is not true. The brain tells you not to step in pits of vipers. The heart tells you what your dreams are, what your goals are, what you want, how you feel. The heart is the biggest center. It's the main chakra. It's the center of who we are. And in order to be a true human being, in order to be connected, in order to expand, we have to be in touch with our heart, and that means kind of ignoring all the other things, all the distractions that are around us. Well, and these distractions are just taking us away from the heart space. So unplug, go out in nature, spend time alone, meditate every single day. And I think you're going to get closer and closer to just living in that heart space, being more connected to your higher self, and just being a more full spectrum human, being the full embodiment of your soul here on this earth plane. And that is the message for 2018. All right, Aquarian friends, it looks like a good one. You guys are going to really understand yourself more this year. I think this is a year of self-discovery. I think this is a year of stepping into your personal power. This is a year of growing your confidence in yourself and your abilities. And I think that you're well supported by the universe, by your friends, by your family, and you guys can have the opportunity this year to have some serious expansion. So I'm very happy for you, and it looks like it's going to be a great year, Aquarian friends. Alright, so that was the general reading. Like I said at the beginning, if you want this reading for you, specifically for you, where I tap into your energies, we get more in depth with it, then shoot me an email and we can work something out. And that would be great. If you want that, I would be happy to do that. Please drop a like if you like this video, if you got something out of it. I would appreciate that a lot. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you're looking forward to your year. And subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date on all my readings coming in the next year. We got a lot of cool things coming in the next in 2018, so you don't want to miss out on that. So please hit that subscribe button. All right, Aquarian friends, great year on the horizon. I wish you all the love and light in 2018, and I really do thank you for supporting me in this channel and just showing up and interacting, and I love you all, and I wish you a happy 2018. All right, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.